Hey friends, if you have an overabundance of tomatoes left from your garden, keep watching and I'll show you how I made this delicious Italian pasta bake. I started with a bunch of cherry tomatoes that I had left over and a few Romas that I cut up in pieces. But you can use whatever tomatoes you have left from your garden. And then I just drizzled a little bit of olive oil over these tomatoes, maybe about 3 tablespoons or so. And then from here you can put on your favorite Italian seasonings. I used some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, crushed red pepper, salt, and pepper. And now we've all seen that viral video where they use cherry tomatoes and they put the piece of feta cheese in the middle and they bake it. And that's kind of a play on that, except I don't always love that tangy feta cheese in that recipe. So I'm actually doing this a little bit different and I'm using up some of the ingredients I have at home and just making a really quick and easy pasta bake. From here, I put this in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. So basically you throw all these things in and you forget about this for 30 minutes. And now while those are cooking in the oven, we're going to get our water boiling for some pasta on the stove. And I love this Celentini style pasta, but really you can use any kind that you have at home. Now, after the 30 minutes, I pulled these out and you can see they're starting to split and wrinkle and their juices are coming out. From here, I threw on a handful of these mild Italian sausages. These are pre-cooked by Johnsonville. They come frozen. They are great to add to any of your pasta dishes, especially if you want something quick and easy. Now, on top of all of this, I sprinkled on some Italian blend cheese. And I put this back in the oven for about 10 minutes. Like I said, it's so easy. You're just putting these ingredients together and popping it right back in the oven. Now, once that is done, we are going to pull it out and you'll see it's starting to brown. All of those tomatoes are wrinkled up and shriveled up. We're just going to stir this all around. And if you noticed any of those tomatoes have not split, we're just going to either use a potato masher and mash them down, or just your spoon works just as well to kind of mash those down. You don't want anybody to bite into a really hot, juicy tomato. You want to make sure that those are all mashed down with that spoon. Now our pasta is done on the stove and I'm not even going to drain it. I'm just going to start to spoon it in because I want a little bit of that pasta water to come into here with it. Now you can just scoop a half a cup of pasta water in if you want and then drain your noodles however you want to do it. This was just easy and fine for me. And then we're going to stir this all around, and that was about a half a box of pasta. And it may be a little bit hard to tell in the video, but this pasta had a lot of sauce. Just the pasta water, the olive oil, all the juices from the tomatoes. Even the Johnsonville sausage does let out a little bit of juice. It was really nice and saucy and so flavorful. At this point, I added a little bit more Parmesan cheese. You can add more spices if you think it needs it, but this was absolutely perfect. It had those light, bright flavors of those fresh tomatoes, a nice bite from that Italian sausage, and just really yummy garlic and Italian flavors. This was a great meal to use up some of those extra tomatoes that you may have left over from the garden, or if you just want something different for supper. This was easy, delicious, fresh ingredients, all natural sausage, delicious Italian flavor. Add a little bit of cheese on top, add your own spices, make it your own. I hope you guys try this recipe. It was so, so good. The whole family loved it. Thanks for coming along with me. I hope you guys try this recipe, and thanks for watching.